Okay, this video is about the once saved, always saved doctrine and the blasphemy challenge. If you don't know what the blasphemy challenge is, you can type it into the YouTube search engine search, which is just above this video, and you can see examples of it. But basically, it's where people do a video like I'm doing this one, and they blaspheme God, which blaspheming is supposed to be an unforgivable sin. And that's the reason why these people who are atheists um, are doing this, is they're getting adults or getting teenagers and they're getting children to blaspheme God and hopefully um, condemn their souls to hell. Okay, now here's where the Oasis doctrine, which is once saved, always saved, gives them the power that makes this actually true. Okay, the once saved, always saved doctrine, the people who believe this will tell you that a saved person cannot commit a sin that is unforgivable, that their salvation is eternally secure. Um, the problem with this is that it means that an unsaved person can even commit this sin unknowingly and condemn himself before the salvation option is actually offered to them, which in turn gives sin more power than the shed blood of Christ. Now, is sin supposed to have more power than the shed blood of Christ? No, it's not. See, this also gives Satan a tool to get people to blaspheme God and commit that sin that eternally damns them to hell and therefore have no chance for heaven. So therefore, the no Oasis, which is the people that are against this doctrine, believe that the uh, unforgivable sin only applies to those who are saved, and this is the reason why. It's because we are reading the book that tells us this. Most unsaved people are not. They don't know that this actually exists. So if they do it unknowingly, um, they don't damn themselves to an eternal hell. But if you do it knowingly, then you would damn yourself to an eternal hell. But see, the sinner's already damned. The unsaved sinner's already damned to go to hell. So what happens when they commit this sin? Do they become double damned? I mean, that sounds silly. That's basically what the Oasis people are saying. You're damned when you're an unsaved sinner, and you just become double damned when you commit this sin. Now, that's just plain out stupidity. And that's the reason why I'm making this video. I'm showing how stupid it is. And it also gives the people who are doing this blasphemy challenge the power to make people think that this is what happens when it doesn't. So either you believe that you're eternally saved, which gives Satan the power to damn all these people, which includes adults, teenagers, and kids that have done these videos, and they're now all damned. I mean, what would you say if you found out that one of your kids or somebody in your family went to this site, read what they had, did a video, and uploaded it blaspheming God? Would you or would you not say they were eternally damned? Because if you because it's your family and you say no, then you're denying what the Oasis teaches. You're actually denying your own doctrine if that's what you believe. So you can't have it both ways. It's either one's right or the other's right. So which is it? Does Satan have a tool that gives him more power than the shed blood of Christ before salvation is even given, where he can damn people before they are given the option to be saved? Or does this apply only after you're saved, making it to where all unsaved sinners have the option for salvation, and only the saved are the ones that are in danger of this? It can only be one or the other. Now, the Oasis people will use the excuse, oh, the no Oasis, they believe that every time you sin, you lose your salvation. No, that's what the preachers of the Oasis people teach their congregation, to make them really afraid of going anywhere near the no Oasis. They teach that this doctrine works off of fear, which is totally wrong. This doctrine does not work off of fear. In fact, that is the reason why God is long-suffering. See, if you're eternally locked into salvation, what does God have to suffer? Nothing. He doesn't have to suffer your sin. He doesn't have to suffer your life. And all this stuff talking about how you should live in the Bible doesn't even apply, because you're locked in and that's it. But if you're not locked in, then God has to suffer your sin until you repent and ask for forgiveness. That's what mercy and grace is for. Mercy and grace is extended over you like a blanket until you repent of your sin. And it's only when you don't repent of your sin, and God has extended as much time as He can to get you to repent, and has done everything that he can think of to get you to repent, but through your own pride you reject to repent, then you are in danger of losing your salvation, because once you fall from grace, you also fall from mercy. And then the next sin condemns you. Because once that blanket is gone, what's going to protect you? Well, that's pretty much all I got to say about that one, but I thought y'all might be really interested in that, because it really does show that the Oasis is wrong. Because either Christ's blood has power over Satan and sin, or through the Oasis belief it doesn't. And you can't have it both ways. You either go all the way or you don't go any other way. So that's the other thing about Oasis. They hedge the fence. And if you try to debate them on this particular subject, they will dodge your questions, ignore your verses, and everything else they can do to make themselves look right. And if you're right and it's provable by the Bible, guess what? You don't need to do these things. And I'll debate anyone on it. And if you start ignoring the verses and dodging questions, I'll block you. That's all there is to it. And if you start cussing, I'm going to filter you and block you too. So go ahead, post below the video, and we'll see.